Former ANC MP and chairperson of the inquiry into Eskom, Zukiswa Rantho, told the State Capture Commission of Inquiry, you'll recall last month, that some in the ANC did not want an inquiry into the power utility. Rantho told the commission that the ANC party members believed the inquiry would divide the governing party. Well, Eskom has been hit hard by corruption scandals that have led to the loss of billions of rands in revenue. Joining us now is Zukiswa Rantho, the former chairperson of the Eskom Inquiry, and she speaks to us all the way from Aliwal North in the Eastern Cape province. Ms. Rantho, thank you very much for your time. Firstly, can I get your reaction to the judgment that was handed down on Friday by Judge John Hlophe on the Bongane Bongo matter?
Thank you very much for having me in your program. There is nothing that I can really say because Judge Hlophe is the judge of the court. That's how he came to a conclusion of that case. I'm just pleased that it is over. I think Mr. Vanara, even if he is not he's not happy, but at least he is relaxed that this is over, and he would be able to carry on with his life, his everyday work, and look to the future. Because really, not everything comes out as we wish that it would be. If she wished for something else, then this came out. He has to accept it.
You speak about Advocate Ntutuzelo Vanara. He is the person that made the attempted bribery allegation against Bongane Bongo. This was back in October of 2017. Let's go back then. When he first made this allegation, what was the reaction of your committee? Was the instinct of the committee to believe him?
I think the committee believed him. I think I was the second or the first person he approached in that evening, the very same evening that he says Mr. Bongo came to him. And he was devastated, he was shaking, you know, if he was a woman, he would have cried. But because he is a man, you could see that there are tears in his eyes, and he was very much worried. So I think the committee did believe him. I don't want to lie. I also believed him because I did not expect a person that would that would talk something like that, and in just to make himself happy.
Let me come in quickly there. Let me come in quickly there, Ms. Rantho. On Sunday, I spoke to Mr. Bongo. He came to this very studio, and he said,
yes,
Mr. Vanara, upon his visit to Stellenbosch, where he says decisions of the country are made, this is when Advocate Vanara came to make these allegations against Mr. Bongo. Do you think that Advocate Vanara is capable of concocting allegations such as these against Mr. Bongo, who at the time was an ordinary MP?
At the time when they went to Stellenbosch, because I don't know the incident of the issue of Stellenbosch.
This is what Bongo claims. This is what Bongo claims, that Advocate Vanara, upon his visit to Stellenbosch, he came back and made these startling allegations against him. Do you believe that Advocate Vanara is capable of such?
I only knew Advocate Vanara is from this area where I am now. He's from Zukiswa, but I only get to know him, to be close to him, when I was in Parliament. And he was dealing with serious things in Parliament with our pension funds, and with he became the ethics committee member. I think he is an ethical person. I do not know the issue of he never mentioned to me the issue of Stellenbosch, because when he came to me the evening, he said Mr. Bongo was in his office in the afternoon of that same day.
Yeah.
So I don't know the issue when I see Mr. Vanara, I see an honest person who is really he's not capable of lying, especially in such a big lies that what he has said about Mr. Bongo.
At the Zondo Commission, when you appeared there last month, you said that the whole inquiry around Eskom at that time, some ANC MPs did not want that inquiry to go ahead because they believed it would divide the ANC, at least in Parliament, I would think you were saying. Was Advocate Bongo among those who were against that inquiry?
I don't want to lie, I don't know. But a lot of, they were a bunch of people. There was a lot of people. I've never heard him speaking in the caucus against the inquiry. I don't want to lie about him. I also do not want to speak something that has never happened, because I've never seen him in the caucus speaking against. I've never heard him speaking in the caucus against the inquiry.
Yeah.
If he was with them, he would have done it maybe far from Parliament, wherever they have met.
Let me ask you this final question then, Ms. Rantho. Freedom Under Law, it's one of the organizations that has become known in the country for, as it says, part of its mission is to fight for democracy and ensure the independence of the judiciary. They have called into question the credibility of the judge who handed down this particular ruling on the Bongo matter. My simple question to you is, does the identity of the judge, who in this case is John Hlophe, and we know the controversies around him, does the identity of the judge matter in a case as politically charged as this one?
Who you said they said, I'm not sure who are you speaking
Freedom
to?
Under Law. Freedom Under Law. Ms. Rantho, are you still with us?
When the judiciary, I'm with you.
All right. Let me just quickly rephrase that question to you. The organization that is calling for the suspension of this very judge that ruled on the matter involving Mr. Bongo, because they're saying that his stay on the bench is now a demonstration of how bad things can go. I'm asking you the question, does the identity of the judge matter in this case that is so politically charged?
You are asking me a very difficult question that I wouldn't be able to answer directly, because if the judiciary or the bench of judiciary is questioning the identity or the posture of the judge that took the decision against Bongo, I think they are the ones that would be able to say really his identity has been dented. I am not sure.
Right. Looks like the connection to Zukiswa Rantho becoming patchy. Ms. Rantho, I think our connection to you has basically let us down, and I thank you very much for your time.